Today's news comes as a huge shock to the gaming world. Japanese video game designer Tomonobu Itagaki has passed away. He was one of the most recognizable figures in the industry, famous for creating the Dead or Alive fighting game series and for bringing new life to the legendary Ninja Gaiden franchise back in 2004. His creativity, his confidence, and his unique style made him one of the most talked about game developers of his time. In 2009, the popular gaming outlet IGN named him among the top 100 game creators of all time. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. Itagaki's journey began in 1992 when he joined the Japanese gaming company Tecmo. From the start, his work stood out. He produced 2 major franchises that became worldwide successes, something few developers ever achieve. Because of that success, he quickly climbed the ranks, earning promotions and eventually becoming the head of Team Ninja, Tecmo's elite development studio. He even served on the company's executive board. But after 16 years at Tecmo, things took a turn. In June 2008, Itagaki left the company and later filed a lawsuit claiming Tecmo had withheld his bonus pay. It was a big story in the gaming community at the time. Not long after, he decided to move on and start something of his own. He founded a new studio called Valhalla Game Studios, joined by several of his former Team Ninja members. Together, they released the action game Devil's Third, a project that had a rocky development but showed Itagaki's determination to keep creating, no matter the challenges. Unfortunately, Valhalla Studios was dissolved in December 2021. But Itagaki didn't stop there. He came back again, founding another studio called Itagaki Games. At the time, he said their first project would be released for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Then, in early October 2024, reports surfaced claiming that Itagaki Games was being shut down, similar to what happened with Valhalla. Fans were heartbroken, but soon, the truth came out. It was actually a misunderstanding caused by the company's name change in September 2024. It had been renamed Itagaki Games Company Limited. The studio remained active and continued to operate under that new name. Now, let's talk about the man behind the games. Tomonobu Itagaki was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan. He graduated from Waseda University Senior High School in 1985, then went on to study law at Waseda University, finishing in 1992. Even though he had a law degree, his true passion was always video games. Outside of work, he was a family man. He was married and had a daughter who played a big role in inspiring his creative ideas. In interviews, Itagaki mentioned that she was one of the main influences behind some of his projects, especially Ninja Gaiden, Dragon's Sword for the Nintendo DS. They often played games together, including titles from the Halo series. He also had a few quirks that fans loved. In his office, he kept a set of katana swords made by his father. He would sometimes take them out to show guests, joking that they helped him hide his expressions during gambling-style games. And of course, his trademark, the sunglasses. He wore them everywhere, both in public and at work. They became a symbol of his personality, mysterious, confident, and stylish. Itagaki wasn't just a game designer. He was a visionary who pushed boundaries, challenged traditions, and never settled for ordinary. His games combined fast action, sharp visuals, and that unique energy that only he could deliver. With his passing, the gaming world has lost not just a creator, but a personality who helped define an entire era of action games. Fans around the world are mourning, sharing their favorite memories of his work, and celebrating his legacy. Tomonobu Itagaki's influence will live on through every player who still enjoys his games, and every developer who dares to create with the same fearless passion he had.